just crash out, he ends before it starts.
That's right. That's right. Very, very important. Okay, we'll still stay with the league. Ifeanyi Ubah Football Club, they are currently camping in Ibadan as they await the start of the new season. But the story is that 8 Brazilians will be involved with the team. Hey, this is heartwarming. 8 Brazilians, 6 players and 2 coaches signed to Ifeanyi Ubah Football Club. That's it right there. I like it. Some way I like it because it shows some seriousness.
Yeah, it shows, But this is not the first time. There was a time Benel Insurance got some Brazilians, but the way they disappeared was quite mind-boggling. But this, this media unveiling, Austin, I think is quite impressive. That's what we'll be saying. Football is entertainment, it's a media event.
Yeah.
This is the way
and
that...
and the lady?
Yeah.
The lady?
The lady's an interpreter, but Austin, okay. I don't know why you are...
No, I'm just...
She's just translating.
Your focus should be on the
These guys speak Portuguese.
Listen, she looks good.
So they did an interpreter. I think it's good what they have done. People will begin to take our league more seriously. The sponsors will also begin to... This is what is obtainable elsewhere in the world. When you bring in new players, the media coverage is huge. People, your followers, the people who are following the club know that when they go to watch you, they are going to get what for their money. So I think it's a good one.
That's right.
I hope they won't disappear like the Brazilians of Benel Insurance.
Benel Insurance. That's a good one from me. On the other part, it means administration at Ifeanyi Ubah should be top notch. Yeah. First thing first, that issue of whether it is still Gabros or Ifeanyi Ubah should be settled.
They have settled it. I think their monarch, the Nnewi monarch, really called the 2 gentlemen, Gabriel Chukwuma and Ifeanyi Ubah, and it was amicably settled, and that's why they have gone ahead to prepare for the season.
Fantastic, because at this level, it means we're taking our football internationally.
That's what they've done. I'm a little bit scared, Administration must be at the very top level. I'm hoping to rub off on the local players, because if you begin to hear all the salaries that these guys will get, it might dwarf what the guys playing, the Nigerians.
No, but it happens in Europe.
Well, so I'm just hoping to rub off on the domestic players. But now, Ifeanyi Ubah needs to step up. Anything happens to those Brazilians, FIFA is on your case. There's a way. There are ways you don't treat foreigners. Yeah. So I'm just hoping everything. They are aiming high. That's just the bottom point. Yeah. This is a statement of intent.
Yeah.
That's
and
right.
they're showing people that look, we're ready to play. We want to bring the best players anywhere in the world. We want to win matches. We want to quickly get on the continent, get our hands around the trophy. And I'm hoping these players will be able to do it for them. And it shows that. The owners of the club are ready to acquire talent, and maybe after this, they might also try to acquire the best players on the domestic scene. And I'm hoping that everything will work out right, because my problem is always, if I spend 400 million, what am I getting in return? If it is not a publicity stunt, I mean, it makes good business sense. It makes good business sense to know that if I spend 300 million, even if I'm running at a loss, I'll still get an amount back. And that's what I think Ifeanyi Ubah will be looking at right now. And I hope the league management company will make it worth their while. All of the, dividends and benefits that should accrue to the club, I hope they get it on time. Because by the time we begin to read about what these players will get, I know it's going to enter deep into the pockets.
I know. We'll talk about that, but let's quickly listen to some of the players and officials of Ifeanyi Ubah as regards this new development. We love it. We're back. Stay with us.
Back on any project, we try and sponsor as possible to, we plan, and again, if you should ask so many players that had opportunity to be with us or to come to us, we always try to negotiate. We bargain. We make them understand that this club is financed by one person, and we tell them this is what we can do. It's up to you. There are so many government clubs around, about 18 of them last season, and they complain of non-payment. But we don't do that. We tell you this is what we can do, and if you're happy with that, we'll go. We had made a lot of networking, contacted a lot of people, and finally we narrowed down to these people. It's not just only them. We have Cote d'Ivoirians in our team already signed. We have Malians there already. We have Ghanaians. It's not, we are trying, football, it's a language. Forget about the exchange of words and everything, but it's a language. So we want you to get on the pitch, we want you to do your work. We definitely will have more Nigerians in the team. So they wouldn't have a choice than to play our pattern. But what is more important is, if they, like I said, if they play better, you learn from them. If you are better, of course, they'll have to go back home.
Okay, so that's it. Good challenge to the players on ground for Ifeanyi Ubah FC. But let me just run through some of the players that you saw right there. There are Wilter Balbo, Alberico Barbosa da Silva, Andres Darlan da Silva, and Everton Rafael Assis da Lira from Brazil. Others are Israel Jose de Lirao, Josima Vems, Antonio Williams Walter, Da Silva, and Ronald Jonathan Correa. So 6 officials, 6 players, 2 officials signed to Ifeanyi Ubah. We'll still stay with Ifeanyi Ubah. Dan the Bull Amokachi was a coach at Ifeanyi Ubah last season. Is off now. And the story, I like it again. 3rd division in Finland. That's good experience in his coaching career. Eh?
Well, outside the country, in Europe, you may want to say, well, it's a good start for him. Start from somewhere, and if he's lucky, if he gets his act together, he can from there get to a bigger club. He has signed a 1-year contract with the club in Finland, and they are hoping that when I read the story on their website, they talked about him winning gold at Atlanta Olympics, playing in England, playing in Turkey and Belgium. So they are hoping that he will bring his wealth of experience to help the younger players, inspire them, bring better tactics so that he can leave the club, gain promotion. The coach that was there before will assist him. He's still there, will assist Daniel Amokachi. I think going forward is good for him.
Very good, Yemi Adebayo, because what this does is that as a coach, he now sees how it is internationally. So when he comes back here, he can't settle for less.
Yeah, it's always good. We've had Nigerians linked with foreign clubs in the past. It didn't get to materialize. Even at the time when John Fashion bought a club, I think in Wales, Barrytown or something. But this one is real. I'm happy that it's going there. Third tier, some people call it. It doesn't really matter to me. You're going to work with facilities better than what you have here in Nigeria, and the experience would really count. I love to see all our ex-internationals, because they seem to have that chance because of their exposure, and maybe they still have money in their pockets. They can get coaching badges and licenses that will make them be wanted in this circles. I don't really like a situation where one Super Eagles player is waiting after the other to be sacked so that they can get the Eagles job. It would be good for us if they all travel abroad. And it brings me back to the case of Holland. They have a lot of top-class coaches, so it's not always a problem for the Dutch Football Association. When they know the time one person is going to end his tenure, another person steps in, because they have a long line of coaches waiting to handle the national team. And things like this helps. I remember the time Shuaib Ahmadu traveled outside Nigeria. I think he just lost the Super Eagles job.
He went to Orlando Pirates.
Those who sacked him were the ones that begged him to come back. And who knows, it might just be like that for Daniel Amokachi as well. If he does well, the club begins to gain promotion, gets into the UEFA Champions League. We're now saying we have a first class manager playing, and it's possible.
It's totally possible. So all the best to Dan the Bull Amokachi as he starts a new career at Finland's 3rd division club. Let's go on a break now. When we come back, Rafael Nadal is out of the Australian Open. We also told you Simona Halep is out. Venus Williams is out. Who is going home today? We'll tell you when you come back. Stay with us.
Williams, 2 sets left. 6-1, 6-6.
Game for sets. 6 games.